All right, fellas, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Expect you to obey my commands at all times. Keep the bout clean. Touch them up. Go back to your corners. Good luck.
Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention a slight typo on the tail of the tape. Silgado is 6'2", not 6'5", so there is a slight height advantage for Cassius Chaney. They can certainly be more evident when they actually get close to one another. Once that bell rings, it's harder to tell from a distance. But one thing I will say about Cassius Chaney, he has shown at times tendencies to let the hands down. He went down to the canvas in his fight against John Bolden, the veteran, in 2017. Of course, got right back up off the canvas and finished the fight by unanimous decision. So there have been some flashes there where he's let his guard down. And that could be dangerous against a guy like Silgado, who, despite being a veteran and being a little bit closer toward the middle of his career, the later stage of his career, still has that punching power.
Still has that punching power, definitely does. You know, anybody weigh over 225 pounds, they get to smack you and knock you down.
So by far, this would be the biggest test of Cassius Chaney's young career, certainly in terms of the veteran ring experience by Santander, Silgado, and the punching power. So be interesting to see how this plays out. But Chaney certainly making a name for himself on the national circuit as a rising star in the heavyweight division. We'll see what he has on deck for us tonight. Once again, Michael Parenti joined by Super Ray Oliveira live on UFC Fight Pass from the Connecticut Convention Center. This one's scheduled for 8. It's our co-main event. Nice big right hand by Chaney, and that is going to do it. Don't blink. If you blinked, you would have missed it. Santander Silgado is out cold. Just a minute into round number 1, so we were talking so much, Ray, about Silgado's punching power. How about Cassius Chaney?
Oh my, he said don't blink. That is the next great thing.
Wow.
And he's from right here, Connecticut.
You talk about a statement fight for Cassius Chaney. Not only did he score a first-round knockout win on ESPN in his last bout, he takes it up a notch to UFC Fight Pass, the largest streaming platform in the world, and absolutely flatlines Santander Silgado. And we hope he's okay. He's still down on the canvas now. He is moving his head, and he's moving his arms.
Precautionary things they got to do.
Sure.
They always got to let them sit there.
Dr. Michael Schwartz, one of the best ringside physicians in the business, so he is in good hands. So take a look here, Ray. What happens?
He was pulling away, and he just let that right hand go. Jab, and then comes the right hand. As he's pulling away, bam.
Just caught it right on the chin, and I think you're right there. He was backing away after the jab.
Yep.
Chaney trying to using that height advantage to his height reach to his advantage, and there's that big right hand, and that was it. The minute he lands and the minute Silgado went down, there was no question that was the end of the fight. Silgado's still making his way to the feet, so that's a good sign. He's actually sitting up in front of his stool.
To let the audience know and our fans, to let them know that when a fighter gets knocked down, the head hits the back of the ring, you must take them out, precaution like this, or sit them down.
Crowd giving a much-deserved round of applause as Silgado does make it to the stool. He appears to be okay for the time being, so that's a great sign.
Yes,
but
it's 3 steps.
We're going to take another look at the replay, Ray, because who could get tired of seeing this? Just a perfectly executed jab followed by the right hand by Chaney.
Double jab, step in, right hand. Beautiful right hand, brought it right back. I call that if you're playing pool, how you break the cue stick, boom, bring that pool stick back.
Blowing a kiss to his loyal fans who came all the way out from New London to see him fight. And Cassius Chaney has roots in Pennsylvania as well, in Maryland. He's been training out there, getting some experience outside New England, which I think is a good thing for any fighter to do, right?
Yes.
Get some different sparring, get some different training, work with different fight camps. And you're starting to see it now. He's really progressing as his career goes along. And we mentioned briefly early on, this is a guy who struggled against some of those veteran gatekeepers early in his career, hit the canvas a couple times, but I'll tell you what, this was a step-up fight. This was a guy who's been in there with some of the best in the world in the cruiserweight division. He needed to really make a statement, and he did that tonight.
He definitely did it. He's improving. Every time I see this young man, he's improving. It's like he's getting bigger. He's got to be done growing.
Can that be possible for a 6'5" heavyweight?
Yes.
Who's all muscle. He's tall, he's lean, he's got the reach, he's got the looks. He
has the Muhammad Ali smile. He
really does. He's the total package. It's going to be real interesting to see how further along his career goes here. And he's in good hands, of course, with Main Events Promotions. They brought Sergey Kovalev to the top of the mountain in the 175-pound division. So they know how to build champions, much like CES Boxing does. So you're talking about when 2 regional giants in the promotion game get together, you get results like this, as we have here tonight on UFC Fight Pass. So a big win. win for Cassius Chaney, who scores win number 17 and knockout number 11. Tough luck loss for Santander Silgado, who never really got the chance to get going. We never really got to see what he could bring to the table or how a veteran like him could frustrate a Cassius Chaney. Let's set it up to our ring announcer, Adam Palazzo.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 1 minute, 3 seconds into round number 1 by knockout and still undefeated, Cassius Chaney.
And once again, there it is. Cassius Chaney, New London zone, improving to 17-0. Big electrifying knockout win in the first round, 1 minute and 3 seconds into the bout. He flattens Santander Silgado, gets the win. And hey, I'll tell you, Ray, and you can vouch for this. This is a young, promising prospect you want to keep your eyes on.
Oh, definitely. Keep